Hey, it's Adam with 4x4TruckLEDs.com. Today in the shop, we're going to show you how to install the brand new Morimoto XRGB headlights on this Ford Bronco. It's a really simple install. It's all plug and play and bolt on. You shouldn't have any trouble. It should take you maybe half an hour tops. Call it one beer job. Stay tuned. We'll show you how it's done. All right, so the first step you want to do is you're going to remove your fender flare. Now the Morimoto instructions, they just tell you to loosen up the first bolt that's on here, just to pop this out. This way you can get this off. We found it easier just to remove the whole fender flare. It literally takes a couple seconds and there's only 5 little twist-on tabs. So we basically just loosen these little tabs up. They turn about 45 degrees. And once they're loose, you just pop this right off and set this aside. Next thing we have to do, we just have to remove this little cover shroud here. There are 9 of these little push pins on here. You want to zoom in here, Matt? They can see what these push pins look like. Find yourself a pin removal tool, and you just kind of pop it in there and take them out. And you're going to do this 9 times. Put them aside. You're going to use these later. All right, so now that we've got all of our 9 push pins removed, we're going to kind of slide this out. It's going to bind up right here. The way this is designed, it actually goes back in underneath the air dam here. So you kind of just got to pull it out. And there's that little piece I was talking about that gets stuck under there. Just pull this out and set it aside. All right, with the shroud removed, we've gained access to 4 10mm bolts. Don't make the mistake we made twice now. If you look in here, you got 2 bolts here. You're gonna remove the bolts closest to the outside or the front of the truck. So there's 4 of them here. You're just gonna remove those and set them aside. Now that your 4 bolts are removed, we're actually going to pull forward on the corners of the grille. We're not going to remove the grille yet. Certain trucks are going to have a front camera with a washer nozzle. We need to disconnect that first. The easiest way to do that, there's a little clip here. I'll point to it with my screwdriver. You're just going to pull that forward, slide that out. And what I find the easiest to do is stick your tool, your screwdriver, under here, and then you can just pull that out. On the next one here, it's a little bit different. You kind of have to squeeze here. You're going to squeeze to kind of pop this little washer nozzle up, and you can pull it right out. Once that's removed, you can actually go ahead and remove the whole grill. And of course, if you have a light bar, that's going to get in the way, but now set this aside. The grill removed, we've got to take off this lower fascia here. You can see why we removed the fender flare here, because we're actually going to grab under here, kind of pop out like that. We're going to go to the other side, do the same exact thing. And with that removed, we can actually start to pull forward a little bit on each of these tabs. And we're going to slide it out and kind of pivot it up to avoid the light bar. Next thing we have to do is we're going to remove the 3 bolts on here plus the little push pin. There's a little push pin next to one of the 10mm bolts that we just got to kind of pry out. And then we just have to remove a 10mm bolt here, a 10mm bolt right here. And of course, because it's a Ford, we have an 8mm bolt. With all the bolts removed, we can actually start to take this out now. We're actually going to kind of lift it and pivot it out a little bit. There we go. And then don't forget, unplug your harness. You just kind of push in right there and pull it straight out. Now we're taking that out. Now we can grab the Morimoto headlight, put the Morimoto headlight in, and reverse the process. It's really that simple. There you have it. Takes about 15 minutes. Like I said, a 1 beer job if you can get that far, and you can install both headlights. Basically, repeat the process for the driver's side on the passenger side. You'll be good to go. Make sure you download the Happy Lighting app. It's not an app that Morimoto makes, so it's a little bit quirky, I'm not going to lie, but it allows you to change the colors for the DRL on here. You can actually do pretty much anything in the RGB spectrum, including white. So go ahead and check that out. Put the pre-orders in on our website, or if it's after Monday, November 21st, the listings are already live on the website, and you can check the notes down below for that pre-order link or that order link. They're supposed to be shipping end of December 2022, maybe January 2023. And of course, it's available at our website, like I said, 4x4truckleds.com. Thanks for watching and good luck.